We are living in a world where we feel so many trials, problems that knock us down. At times, because of the problems we face, we want to surrender, we want to stop, and we want to quit. But friends, let me encourage you this time through my talk. And I would like to give a topic this time. Don't quit. God is not finishing with you yet. Don't quit. God is not finishing with you yet. And to start with, I would like to tell you a story. There is one man, he said, one day I decided to quit. He quit his job. He quit his relationship, his spirituality. And he said, I wanted to quit my life. But he went to the forest to have one last talk with God. God, he asked, can you give me one reason not to quit? His answer surprised me, the man told. God said, look around. Do you see the ferns and the bamboo? Yes, he replied. God said, when I planted the fern and the bamboo seed, I took very good care of them. I gave them light, I gave them water. The fern quickly grew from the earth. Its brilliant green covered the floor. Yet nothing came from the bamboo seed. But I did not quit on the bamboo. In the second year, the fern grew more vibrant and plenty. And again nothing from the bamboo seed, but I did not quit on the bamboo. He said, in year 3 there was still nothing from the bamboo seed, but I will not quit. In year 4 again there was nothing from the bamboo seed. I will not quit. Still God said. Then in the 5th year a tiny sprout emerged from the earth. Compared to the fern, it was seemingly small and insignificant. But just 6 months later, the bamboo rose to over 100 feet tall. It has spent the 5 years growing roots. Those roots make it strong and give it what it needed to survive. I will not give any of my creation a challenge it could not handle. Then God said to that man, do you know, my child, that all these times you have been struggling, you have actually been growing roots. I will not quit on the bamboo, and I will never quit on you. Don't compare yourself to others. God said, the bamboo had a different purpose than the fern. Yet they both make the forest beautiful. Your time will come, God said to him. You will rise high. How high should I rise? The man said. How high will the bamboo rise? God replied in return, as high as it can. Yes, God said, give me glory by rising as high as you can. Then the man left the forest and brought back this and went back. I hope these words can help, this story can help you see that God will never give up on you. Never, never, never give up. Don't tell God how big the problem is. Tell the problems how great God is. Remember the word of God which says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Press on towards the goal, and God will help you. Before I close, I would like to tell you another story about Abraham Lincoln, the President of America. You know, Abraham Lincoln was born into poverty. Lincoln was faced with defeat throughout his life. He lost 8 elections, twice failed in business, and suffered a nervous breakdown. He could have quit many times, but he didn't. And because he didn't quit, he became one of the greatest presidents in the United States history. Here is a sketch of Lincoln's road to the White House. In 1816, his family was forced out of their home. He had to work to support them. In 1818, his mother died. In 1831, failed in business. In 1832, ran for state legislature but lost. In 1832 again, also lost his job. Wanted to go to law school but couldn't get in. In 1833, borrowed some money from a friend to begin a business, and by the end of the year, he was bankrupt. He spent the next 17 years of his life paying off his debt. In 1834, ran for state legislature again. But he won that time. In 1835, was engaged to be married, but his sweetheart died and his heart was broken. In 1836, he had a total nervous breakdown and was in bed for 6 months. In 1838, sought to become the Speaker of the legislature, but defeated. In 1840, sought to become elector, but defeated again. In 1848, he ran for Congress, but lost. In 1848, ran for Congress again. This time he won. Went to Washington and did a good job. In 1848, ran for election to Congress, lost again there. In 1849, sought the job of land officer in his home state, but he was rejected. In 1854, ran for Senate of the United States, but he lost. In 1859, sought the vice president nomination at his party national convention, get less than 100 votes. Can you imagine? In 1858, ran for U.S. Senate again, and again he lost. But in 1860, he was elected President of the United States. You see, if he quit on the way, he may have missed the best part of his life. But his persistence, he never gave up. But he went. For us Christians, like I told you, the Word of God says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Therefore, it may be hard, but it's possible. The only thing what you need to do is don't quit. Never give up. God bless you.